If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, I welcome you to the second lecture of this advanced level. Here we are solving IIT JEE questions. So today we will be solving question number 5 onwards. So 5, 6, 7. Okay then, let's try to solve these questions. In the binomial expansion of this, where n is greater than equal to 5, the sum of 5th term and 6th term is 0. Then x a by b they are asking. So this type of questions, already same questions, sum of t5 plus t6 is equal to 0, we have already done in JEE Main, but in that case I think that was ab equal to how much. So idea is same. So you write t5, this is very easy, you write t5. So from this expansion you can do it easily now, because there is a minus, so minus 1 will come, NCR a to the power n minus 1 b to the power r. Similarly t6, you add these two equal to 0. So if you add these two, then a minus a power is here n minus 4, it is n minus 5. So you take it that side, then divide, the largest power is this one, so it will n minus 4 minus n plus 5, so it will be 1, and then b5 divided by b4 is b, means this one I have taken that side, then I have divided a and plus 5, I have taken this side, b I have taken that side, so you remain this, you are left with this one. So now how to do it? If you write it NC4 will be equal to n 4 factorial n minus 4 factorial, just now what I have shown you, it into a is equal to n factorial by 5 factorial into n minus 5 factorial into b. So n factorial get cancelled. Out of these two, which will remain? 5 will remain, because 5 is the largest. If you start expanding 5, then 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 4, 3, 2, 1 will get cancelled, so only 5 will. Out of these two, which one is largest? N minus 4 is largest, so n minus 4 will left. Next time if you write, it will be n minus 5, so n minus 5 onwards it will get cancelled. So this one you can see, so a is equal to n minus 4 by 5 into b, so a by b equal to this one. So it was a very easy, simple, straightforward. Write the expressions and you do it. Now this one, in question number 6, what they are asking, find the coefficient of x to the power 49 in the polynomial this is a polynomial given, some factorized format, linear factor this into this into this, where CR means 50 CR, so n is also given 50, out to it will go up to 50 times. Okay, now if you take product of these two, all the terms, what will be the first term? First term will be x, so how many times x will be multiplied? 50 times. The first term will be x to the power 50. So next term will be x to the power 49, some alpha is multiplied, because if I suppose if I write it in standard format, highest power of x, then I am reducing 1 by 1. So something, then plus dot 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 dot. This expression can be written as this form. So how many roots this expression will have? 50 roots. Theory of equation you remember. There are x to the power 50, so it will have 50 equations. Okay. Now sum of, what are the sum of? Let the roots are alpha, beta, gamma, dot dot dot, all 50 roots. So if you take one at a time and if you add all, you remember quadratic equation advanced class, advanced theory. There I have explained what is the theory of equation. Theory of equation, if you see, if you take one at a time, it is minus b by a, the second term, second coefficient divided by first coefficient, minus b by a. Like you would quadratic, alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. You can extend it for theory of equation. So it is minus b by a is equal to your this one. What is minus b? Minus b means here alpha, a means your 1. So this is your minus alpha. Okay. Now this itself minus alpha, you remember this one minus alpha. So what is asked? They have asked you to find the coefficient of 49. What is the coefficient of 49? Is alpha. That means if I get this one alpha, that is my job, to calculate this one. Now what is minus alpha? Sum of all roots. Sum of all roots you have seen. Now what is the roots? Because this is already factorized. So if you make it equal to 0, if you make it equal to 0, how to find roots? It will make it equal to 0, you factorize this one, you find the values. That's why quadratic equation is solved. So what will be the first one? Either this 0 or this 0 or this 0. So what will be the first root? C1 by C0. What will be the second root? This one, third root, fourth. So ultimately you got all the roots. So you sum of the roots. Now if you write it in this fashion, it's become clumsy to understand what is there. So that's why it is better you write it in standard form, that is in general term. So as a summation sign you write, so we can do something, play around with this NCR minus 1, we can using this type of sum factorial we can get cancelled out, because it is something divide, so something will get cancelled out. If you expand this to, something will cancel. If you expand this to, something will cancel. So in general, after cancelling, what remains, that's what our idea. So what is TR? You can see the first term is 1 square, second is 2 square, third is third square, 3 square, fourth will be 4 square. So if I am writing rth term, so it will be summation r equal to 1 to 50. First term will be r square. You can see r equal to 1 because this is 1 square, 2 square. That's why I am writing r equal to 1, not r equal to 0. If I am writing r equal to 0, then I should write here r plus 1 whole square. Then it will be 0 plus 1 whole square 1, 1 plus 1 whole square 2. Because I am writing r equal to 1, so it is 1 square, 2 square, so 1 square. It is C1, first term it is 1, so rth term it will be CR. This one is 1 less than first term, this is 0. So for second term it is 1, for third term it is 2, for rth term it will be r minus 1. So this is the general term. So now if I expand it with NCR and NCR minus 1, you will see lots of things are cancelled. This is minus alpha, you remember. You have to take a minus sign. Ultimately at the end you need alpha only. So r square, if you expand 50 CR and 50 CR minus 1. Now 50-50 will get cancelled. You out of this r factorial and r minus 1, which one will remain? R will remain. I have explained it because if you expand it r, then r minus 1 factorial will get cancelled in this one. You remember this one, r factorial can be written as r into r minus 1 factorial. Then also it will solve. Then r minus 1 can come. You think it 5 factorial can be written as 5 into 4 factorial. What is the meaning of factorial? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here also you will get 5 into 4 factorial. If you expand 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, both sides will be same. So you can remember this way also. And out of this, which one is largest? 51 minus r. So it will be 51 minus r will remain. Because in the lower it will be, because it is in lower side, so it will jump up this one. So now, how does this, it is look like in this. Now if you multiply 51r this. Now if you take summation of 51r, what does this means? Suppose r equal to 0 to 50. 51 into 1 plus 51 into 2 plus 51 into 3. You are putting r values, then you are adding. So in every term there is a 51 common. So you can take 51 common and then you can add r equal to 1 plus 2 up to 50. Which is 51 take common and then summation of r, you can say. Summation of r means r equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3, everywhere 51. So 51 can be taken outside and it is summation of r. So you remember summation of n is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. This we will find in sequence and series. Summation of n square is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. And summation of n cube is also there, n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. So remember all these three formulas, that will be helpful while we are expanding. Summation of n means 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to, if you go up to 10, suppose 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus dot 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 up to 10, what will be the answer? 10 into 11 by 2, that is 55. Directly you can give the answer. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 5 square, suppose you are adding up to 10 square, then this is, if you do n equal to 10, you will get the final answer. No need to add 1 by 1 here also. So similarly here, it was 51r and summation of r square. 51 taken common, summation of r is equal to r into r plus 1 by 2. Summation of r square equal to r into r plus 1, 2r plus 1 by 6. You will get it in, you will get all these things in sequence and series. If you put here, now this is actually not r, means this is r equal to 1 to n. This is, what is the maximum value? That is 50. Summation of n means what is the maximum value you will put, that is the maximum. Here maximum final value is 50, so you will put 50. So in place of then r you will put 50, so you will get the answer. Final answer is this one. I think you can do all these things, stuff. Then alpha is equal to minus, negative will give, because it was minus alpha, so alpha is equal to minus this. If you see question number 7, what is given? The sum of this. Now once you see this type of expression, 10ci and 20cm minus I, suppose this type of expression 10cr 20cr, they can write, or you can also write it in 10cr multiplied by 20cr. You can write it, how you can write it? Using binomial property 20c 20 minus r. So what is the benefit of writing this one? You will get it know when you solve this one, because it is a very important, very easy way to get some idea about this expression. This is very nice way, you remember this one. That's why I am giving double star, because in combination you will see. So if you see this one here, it is 10ci 20cm minus I. So what does this means? Instead of r, it is I here, but thing is same. What does this means? This means here it is 20, here it is m. Okay, let us see. Forget about this. You see this one, you will get some idea. Now what are the case? I can be 0 to up to m. Okay, if I put I equal to 0, then it is 10c 0, 20cm. If I put I equal to 1, this, if I put, so I have written it in this expression. Finally, if I put I equal to m, I will get this. Now, if you think of a situation, suppose you have a class, and you have a class in which you have 10 boys and 20 girls. You have a class where 10 boys and 20 girls are there. Now, you are asked to find, think about this case. In a class, you have this much student, 30 students, 10 boys, 20 girls, and you are asked to find m number of students. Select m number of students. Just select. No need to arrange them in a table. You just select m student out of this. So what are the cases you can possible? You can directly take 30 cm, that is okay. You can take it. There is no issue. That you will always think of. Out of 30 you just select 2. But in terms of boys and girls, suppose I want to select. So one option can be 0 boys, then m girls, 0 boys, m girls. This is the first case. Second case can be 1 boy, m minus 1 girls. Second case will be 2 boys. Third case 2 boys, m minus 2 girls. Similarly, you can go up to m boys and 0 girls. So these are the all cases possible. So sum of all cases will be equal to, it is easy way, instead of going all this case, you can directly think out of 30 I will select m, because they have not categorized me how many boys and how many girls. They have just asked me to take m student. So the easy way is to do it 30 cm. But the another way to do it is this way. You think case by case. What are the cases possible? I can select boys 0, then m. I can select boys 1, then m minus 1. These are the total cases. So if I add all these things, it will give me this answer. So this much you should remember. You will do it, you will find it in combination. It is easy. Out of 30, if you want to select m, then it is 30 cm. You can select it in cases also. Case 1, case 2. All the cases you add, then you add all these things, you will get the final answer, which will be same, because both are the same thing. Now here you see, now what is the condition, how to select 0 boys and m girls? 0 boys means out of 10 you need to select 0, so 10C0. And means into, you need to have, in permutation combinations you will see roughly, but it is not exactly, roughly you can remember this one, exactly you will see what is the meaning of this. For now you remember and is into or is plus. So you can have 0 boys, m girls, 0 boys and m girls. So how to select m girls? 20 cm. This case, or you select 1 boy, 10C1 and m minus 1 girls. So 20 m minus 1. Or you select 2 boys and m minus 2 girls. Or you select m boys, 0 girl. So total cases. So what is the answer total case? 30 cm. So that's why I told you this one you remember. So that's why if you remember this one, it is what is the way they are taking how many students there? They are taking R and 20 minus R. That means 20 students they are taking out of 10 boys and 20 girls. So what is the answer of this one? 30C20. What is the answer of this product? 30C20. You can think using this way also. I am not saying this is done already. Okay, 30 cm, there is no issue. We will find what is the maximum. Now I am writing this one. Suppose let me give some more examples. Suppose there are 5C R multiplied by, somewhere they have given 10C. Suppose 10 minus R. It can be 7 minus R, 8 minus R. That means how many you are selecting? You are selecting R from here, and you are selecting 10 minus R from here. So you are selecting 10 out of 5 boys, suppose, and 10 girls. So out of 15 you are selecting 10. So how to select? 15C10. So the answer of this one will become 15C10. It is easy. Suppose I am giving one more example, 11C, because this is a very nice way, 7 minus R. So what will be the answer of this one? How you are selecting R, you are selecting, and 7 minus R. So totally you are selecting 7 out of 17. So the answer is 17C7. So this is also a nice way to remember this one. So you remember this one. Now you got m is equal to 15 from 30 cm. Now they are asking which one is maximum when m is equal to. Now how many ways you can write 30 cm? It can start from 30C0, 30C1, 30C0, 30C1. Now you know which one is the property of, what is the property of binomial? These and these are equal, these and these are equal. So the greatest one is always in the middle one. It starts increasing, then it starts decreasing. It is the binomial. The first and last should be same. The second and second from the last are same. So it is, if it is 30, then how many terms it is there? 31, because you are starting from 0. So 31. So then in that case middle one will be 31 plus 1 by 2. That is 16th term. 16th term means r equal to 15 you will get, because it is r plus 1 always, because you start from 0. So 16th term you will get at 30C15. So the maximum value is 30C15 when you will get when r is equal to 15. It is 16th term, you always get middle term, not value of r. Value of r is always 1 less, you remember this one. The same question you can also do it in different way, because why I am showing this way, because in some cases you will not find that it is nice way where it is this summation is r get cancel, you will get 10. It is not everywhere that you will get add and you will get same. So there, because here you are multiplying two binomial coefs, one is one with another one. So while deriving for intermediate level, while we shown 4, 5, 6 property, while we are proving that property of binomial coefs C0, C1 plus C2 is 2 to the power n, all 3, 4, 5 property we have seen, na? C0 equal to C2 equal to C4, which is equal to C1, C3, C5 is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. All these properties while proving we have already did this way. The last one you see, C2, C0 square, C1 square, so you can check with that theory one more time. You can check that video, because here it is two product of two coefs, so you write it in this fashion. One is, because one is with 10C0, one is with 20C0, 10 and 20. One is n is 10, one is n is 20. So you write one expression 1 plus x with 10, one expression 1 plus x with 20. Now if you take product, now you see which one is the first product. First product they have given 10C0, 20Cm. So 10C0, 20Cm will be somewhere in between 20Cm x to the power m. Now if you take product of these two, 10C0 into 20Cm, what is the term? What is the power of x? X power is m. Now if you think second one, 10Cm and 20Cm minus 1. So 10C1 and 20Cm minus 1 will be somewhere here, x to the power m minus 1. Now if you take again product, it will be x to the power m. That means you are taking only those coefficient, those terms where x to the power m is there. That means you are talking about the coefficient of x to the power m, this one, nothing but. In this expression, if you take product of these two, in the product you are talking about this, means you are talking about the coefficient of x to the power m. Similarly for 2 you will be multiplied by m minus 2, that means the power of x is m. So from here this is nothing but you are taking only the x to the power m terms. That means you are talking about, you are looking for this will be the coefficient of x to the power m, this is also coefficient of x to the power m. So if you sum all this, that means you are concerned only about the coefficient of x to the power m. So coefficient of x to the power m is equal to, from here whatever you get, you will get same from this also, because left and right and same. So if you take these two product, it is 30, 10 plus 20. So you find the coefficient of x to the power m in this expansion. So how to find? It is the general term we write tr plus 1, 30Cr x to the power r. So your r should be equal to m. That is the property to get the coefficient of any, to find. We have solved so many questions in basic level. You will find how to find the coefficient of x square, term independent of x, how to find coefficient of x to the power 7, even in JEE main level also. So you will find 30Cr. So what will be the, when it will maximum? Maximum it will be when it is m equal to 50. But you remember this concept, both are very important concepts. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.